And Hyatt's off the mark, as he'll get a couple of runs to open the scoring here for the Karnali Yaks.
Yeah, beautiful start for the Yaks. A little bit of width from Ramon Simmons.
Oh, that's been plundered. And that's out of here, and that's Babar Hyatt for you. He gets the leading edge on this one, over third, up in the circle, and that'll be another 10 runs in the last two deliveries, and Babar's enjoying himself.
Calls for catch it, and that's going to be the first one. Saad bin Zafar coming in for his second over and strikes the very first ball.
He's a wily campaigner, is Saad. But as you rightly point out, Dev Kunal, it's been a struggle for him. Really struggled to find his feet.
Goes for a big one. Just when we thought it was going to be a decent over, this has been smacked out of the ground for a 6, and it's a crowd catch. That's going to be 25,000 Nepali rupees thanks to Kulti.com, our official ticketing partner.
Get him in the fielding side, I say. We've seen plenty of catches spilled in the field, but not that deep mid-wicket in the crowd today.
Calls for catch it, and that's going to be the second one. Tried to go through the offside.
Bowls it very, very quickly for a wrist spinner. Tilak. Babar Hyatt, who found a couple of boundaries inside the power play, looks for it. Beautifully bowled and given. What a lovely delivery that was from Rohit Padel. Brings himself on to have a contest against the left-handed Gulshan Jar, and he wins the battle.
2 balls before drinks. This one just gripping and spinning ever so slightly away. Takes the outside edge, and a very good take behind the stumps.
Hit down the ground, long off is there. Holds on. Oh, it hung for a long time in the air. Abhishek Gautam holds the catch. Tilak Raj Bandari is pumped up. He had to wait and wait and wait for his chance. Now he's got Toofer. To take Walton, it's there. It's a good spin. It's right in the slot for him. He thinks he's got the power. He goes straight up in the air. And look at this, a yard inside the boundary ropes. Big, big wicket. Good. Dragged down, given the absolute treatment, and there'll be 2 very proud parents watching on. It's his first 6, and what a good strike that was. I think they'll have a huge smile on their face after watching that. 222 sixes now. Sometimes a leg spinner can drag it down, and there he was quick onto it. Was Basisto, there he goes, dragged it down, sat in the pitch. Beautiful strike. Wow, full cricketer. Oh, now how good is this? The end result, I think, might be 4 byes. No, it's going to be given as runs. There's a tickle on it. Comes off a top edge. Goes straight over the keeper's head, and it's going to run away for 4. It ruins what was a really good over from Simmons.
What a strike. Well, he's just held his pose and position over there. And he'll go over the ropes as well.
Waiting for that. The final ball of the previous over that Simmons bowled to Arjun had some pace on it.
This one's high as well. Somebody in the crowd will have to take that catch. He's put it down. He'll not get the Kulti.com voucher, but what the Yaks will get is a 6, and they get to the 100 as well.
Australia is all wrong, because they play on hard pitches that bounce, and they spend their lives having to duck and weave out of the way of short.
Pulls it once again in front of square. That's the boundary. 20 runs of this over already, and both these batters are making merry in the middle.
Well, he's leaving, and they'll know exactly who Will Basisto is.
Yeah, so quickly he got into that one. Meanwhile, yeah. Oh, lovely catch. Never easy on your follow through. He's been at the receiving end, Simmons, but finally he holds on to one. A catch of his own bowling, but what an innings by Arjun Karti. This partnership worth 72 comes to an end as Karnal Yaks lose their 5th wicket.
Gee, this is a good catch. I mean, that's hit back very hard. Just palms it up and then holds on to it.
The mid-wicket region. Yes, there it is. What a strike. He made it look so easy. He's having a hearty laugh. And the Yaks are accumulating a lot of runs in the back end of their innings. This could be close. Yes, given. Playing across the line. And that was hitting middle as well. So Bikash Agri gets his first wicket in NPL Season 1. And what a time for him to bowl and get the big wicket of Basisto.
Yeah, looking to beat the man. Looking to beat the man. That's that short, fine leg. The crease.
He gave the charge as high up in the air. Fielder getting underneath. Nicely taken as well. That's Saad bin Zafar. Bikash with his 2nd wicket. He's bowled well. He's conceded only 3 runs so far and taken 2 wickets.
I must admit, I thought he was bowling a length here that could easily travel out the ground. But it's all gone his way. Just the 3 runs from the Agri over. 2 big wickets, that of Sampal.
This could be close as well. What an over by Bikash Agri. He finishes this over with 3 wickets and only 3 runs. And it's been a spectacular effort by the young man playing his first game. The Yaks finished on 128 for 8 in their 20 overs. And incidentally, he's on a hat-trick as well, and he'll have to wait for a while, HD.
That, I'm afraid, is out. Well, hopefully you've all got good for just 3. Babar Hyatt got a start. Chadwick Walton, he too got a start, but it was actually Will Basisto and Arjun Vatalu who ensured.
As many as 6 bowlers used, but that man, Tilak Bhandari, 2 for 23. Abhishesh Gautam was wicketless, but 16 dots in his 4 overs talks a lot about.
I think already we see that they are going to attack Sampal Kami.
Well, forget his style, hit he ball.
Nice to see a smile on his face. Chris Scott. Nice shot. That'll be 4. The extra pace always brings about run-scoring opportunities, and Saud gets on top of the bounce, uses his wrists. Viv Richards. Great shot. That'll be 4 down the ground. Maybe a touch of Viv Richards in that, a bit of swagger, attacking Sampal Kami. Whipped straight to the man. It's another start, and it's another dismissal. Gulshan Jazz never dropping that. And Saud falls for an unlucky 13.
Comparisons of players to players like Isaac Vivian Richards. It falls in a heap because the young man has tried his trademark stroke, which is the whip through mid.
Trademark Powdle uses the pace on the ball, not the right line. A first boundary for the captain of the Lions. Is this the moment? Yes, it is. The Yaks needed to get Rohit Powdle, and it's Zishan Maksud, that extra experience, that does the trick.
This is it. The experience brought into the attack. He is such a good sweeper of the ball.
Point as well. This is a very, very straightforward, simple dismissal over here. A regulation catch to Basisto. And just as we speak about the struggles of Ashutosh in the middle, he'll have to take that long walk back to the dugout. Maksud gets his 2nd.
Game here at the Nepal Premier League, and his troubles will continue. Tossed up, gets an outside edge, and a simple catch. Basisto wasn't going to drop that one, but that summarizes.
Yeah, gets a thickish outside edge there, Tom Moores, and they'll race away for a 4. They won't mind this, neither will Tom Moores. That's a very good strike. He's drilled that into the side screen region, and that's Sandeep Johra. He can be so effective with the bat.
Jura goes downtown with this one. Smashed right into the sight screen.
Great wrists from Tom Moores. That's an excellent shot. Yes, it was over pitched, but look at the way he manipulated it past the extra cover field. Well, that's help yourself time at the buffet. A real drag down. Moores could have hit it anywhere. He hits the best place here at the TU, straight down the ground, rounds out the 11th. It's 73 for 3. Jura takes on long on and shows us how good the surface is. It's a Siddhartha back 6, but only just.
Doesn't matter, only just, but good enough. Talking about it the last few days.
Risk taken. Fielder out there. Gives it away again. His highest score in the tournament will remain 26. Basisto in the wickets again.
When you're in a runner ball, all the pressure is on the Yaks, and he's given them a wicket there. A big boundary down there, I think it's 66 metres, comfortably well inside.
Worked for you so well that hasn't for the rest of the team. And that's going to be another wicket, and we're going to have to go upstairs for this.
These days, not just to take the catch, but then to stay inside the surface. You got to keep an eye on the left boot here. Oh, I'm glad I'm not in the hot seat again, Darren.
I think he's good, but what a wonderful bit of fielding. Hands off, but there you go when he gets the ball. Excellent bit of fielding, but did he touch the boundary markers? It's a big decision, big part of the game. Let's have a look here, closer. Is there any movement whatsoever? Well, I'm glad I'm a commentator and not an umpire. I think it'd be given.
I think we're going to see 3 letters here. O-U-T, out. Big, big moment in the game.
This is beautifully played. Saad bin Zafar places it to absolute perfection. He's bowled him. Someone might question the necessity of this shot at this point. Tom Moores did not need to get in that position. Long range SUV. Up and over, through the offside. It's not going to find the boundary. Oh, that was a bit too tight, and we might have a run out. We're going to go upstairs and take a look at this. Everything's happening on this delivery.
He's got to go. What a perfect throw. Maybe just a little lower. Is that bat raised? Is that bat raised? Now there's another decision. Here is another decision for the television umpire, because the frame before, I just wonder there if that bat is still in the air, if the toe of the bat is in the air. Once it's grounded other side the crease, it can bounce. That's not a problem, but it has to be grounded first and foremost. Seeing whether the bails are actually up. Whether the stump's been broken is one thing, but the bails need to be, one bail needs to be out of its groove. That to me does look though as though the bat is in the air and that no part of the bat has grounded behind the line.
And he's gone. Saad bin Zafar, 16 off 11. He's going to have to walk off. It was a tough decision. And he bowls the perfect delivery to wrap up the game. Nandan Yadav has been impressive. The Karnali Yaks, they win this by 5 runs. Should have never come down to the wire the way it did. The Lions should have had it covered from the time that they started. But in the end, the Yaks are just a bit too strong, and they show up victorious at the end of it.
Then a good partnership between Moores and Sandeep Johra. Ben Cutting, well, we took about 10 minutes to come to that decision because it was so tight, his catch on the boundary.
The bowling, the Yaks have been tidy. Most bowlers picking up wickets as well. Kami bowled well for his 1. Nandan Yadav, exceptional final over, picks up a wicket as well. Confirmation, Karnali Yaks 128 for 8 in their 20 overs, thanks to a handy knock from Basisto again. 44 of 30 from him. Arjun chipping in with 25 of 20.